beautiful modern hands-free gadget will extract your cooking oil hands-free very easily. It's fully automatic. All you need to do is to feed your product up here, and down there you can see the seed cake, and here is the oil that is being extracted. It is really convenient because you don't need to stand there for everything to happen. So this is how the oil will look when it's finally extracted. As you can see, it's not really clear. That takes time because remember, this is not processed. At the bottom, the residues will settle. So after a few hours, you can use a cotton cloth or a cheesecloth to actually filter them out. But it also doesn't matter because you're going to use this oil in a few weeks. So the choice is yours. Now let me show you how we achieved this oil. Dehydrators are available in different sizes, shapes, and capacity. The one you're seeing here is a 5 tray and it serves me very well. But if you're going to be extracting plenty of these oils, you need a bigger capacity. So like I said, you just need to finely chop it or to grate them. If you grate them, they dry faster. If you chop them, well, they take a little longer. So this, our fully dried coconut, is what we're going to feed in the shoots. Let me show you that as we discuss more about dehydrators. So these coconuts of mine have been in this dehydrator overnight. Remember, if you grate them, they are going to dry faster. If you chop them, they will take a little longer. Again, it also depends on how mature your coconuts were at the point of extracting the oil. So this small dehydrator, my 5 tray dehydrator, can comfortably accommodate up to 10 coconut. Just 10. Beyond 10, they will take very long to dry. It's not worth it. Yeah, but those 10 coconuts can easily give me up to 5 liters of oil, especially if they are very well dried and they are good quality coconuts. So that said, when you're going to buy your dehydrator, pay attention into the capacity. I prefer making my oil in small batches because then we can consume them without the need for preservatives. Let me give you a closer look at what is happening here. Down there, we say that is what we call a seed cake. That means the coconut without the oil. As at now, you can see how much oil we've extracted, and the seed cake is too little, which means most of the coconut is going to be oil. That's the beauty of choosing a good quality coconut. Okay, one thing I did not mention about this gadget, it's really easy to operate. You just need to plug it into an electric point, then switch it on, and then set the temperature before you put the ingredients. Once the temperature has been attained, the gadget will it normally gives a beep followed by a message that tells you now it's ready for you to put the whatever you want to extract the oil from. That's when you put it. You see that the collection bin was full, but you can see as you continue extracting, of course, whatever we're extracting the oil from is going to continue decreasing, so you can continue topping up upper tray. Once the upper tray is like you've completely extracted what we put up there, the machine is going to stop automatically. You don't need to be there. Once all this dried coconut flakes is finished, it's going to automatically shut down. So you can see how much oil we've collected already. Can you see that? It's really amazing, let me tell you. One of the best investments I did is this gadget. So this is our oil after a few hours. This is the peanut oil. You can already see I've started cooking with it. And this is the sunflower oil. You can see the sediments at the bottom. It has clarified. That's good enough. But if you want it more clear, just use a cheesecloth. It will be clear. So now today I want us to test our oils. This is a Tefal OptiGrill for the purposes of this video, but it works well whether you're cooking with gas, charcoal, firewood, doesn't matter. I want us to make some liver. These are my spring onions and some green vegetation, and that's all I need. Okay, so let me preheat the grill and we get started. So we're going to power on our grill. To switch it on is very easy. You just press that button, and then we are going to set our temperature. This is the range of temperature right here. So once you get, I'm cooking with the highest setting. That's the highest setting. Just press OK, and it starts preheating. It's that simple. Again, I said this is just for the purposes of this video. One more thing I forgot to show you is the tomato powder. Have you seen our video where we made this powder? This is what spices all my food. So I literally need how many? 1, 2, 3. 3 ingredients and the oil. And that's all. So now, as this one is heating, we're going to use peanut oil just because I love peanut oil. Nothing wrong with sunflower. I just love it. One thing I have to tell you, unlike commercial oils, this is pure grain oil and it's more concentrated. So if you normally cook with 2 tablespoons, for example, of the commercial oil, this you'll just need half. So 1 tablespoon. Don't make a mistake of putting in too much. Your food will be too oily because this is pure oil. Again, for me, because I normally do this every other week, so that's enough. I don't normally need to transfer this to another container. As long as you let it sit, this part will always remain at the bottom, so I can use it until it's almost done without any issues. So we are going to close our grill. Once it's ready, it's going to make a beeping sound. That's how it goes. Nilikuwa kibonge. Umeanza? Na usemi. So we are waiting for it to beep. One thing I think I mentioned is that these 2 oils have a very high burning point, so they are good when you're sauteing with high temperature. Both of them will serve you well. Now I like something about this oil because it's literally just seed oil. The only thing we did was to warm up the gadget that was extracting. So this oil is so pure. Let me show you what it looks like inside. Can you see how pure it looks? So we are waiting for the element to reach our temperature so I can put in the milk. So if this was you on a stove top, you'd normally wait for your pan to get hot, but this oil will not smoke, so don't wait for the oil to smoke. I guess you'll know how long you wait for your pan to be hot. My cameraman today is very distracted. You can pause it. Again, this is not necessary, by the way. If you normally cook with a cold pot, it's okay. I just like cooking on high temperature my food. That's how I like my meat, so that it sears well. I don't want stewed liver. I want some good sauteed liver. So whichever style works for you, you can use the oil that way. Even if you normally put your oil with onions, it's still okay. Just put them the way you normally do it. For me, I wait until my oil is hot so that I can put my meat. There goes the beef that I was waiting for. Now it's time to put our liver. Okay, you can see it's already smoking. I have my liver here. That is what I want to hear when I put it in. I'm just trying to space them out so they can all sear without sweating. So we are going to cover and wait for a few minutes for the liver to get seared on that side. So they've been in here for about a minute or two. See what happens? They're already starting to release the liquid that was in the marinade. Remember, this is liver. We don't normally cook it for long. That's why I had to wait for my grill to be hot enough. And now the next thing we need to do is to wait for this liquid to dry up. Once the liquid dries up, the liver is equally done. It's that fast. So I'll cover it and wait for it. This is cow liver, by the way. That's why I'm like taking a bit longer. If it was mutton or goat, it would be a different story. But cow is a bit tougher. The cow was older. So it will take a few more minutes. But when that liquid is done, the liver should be done. Then I'll put on my greens, season with my tomato powder, and we are done. So remember we said we are going to wait until all the water dries. I love this grill because while that was happening, I was busy cooking my rice and voila! See, all the water dried and they are starting to brown. So assuming you love your liver the way this one is, this is the point where you serve it. And then can you see the oil? And you put on so little where it's so oily. But that's okay because then I'm going to add my greens. I don't need to add more oil. So this is the point where I like to add my onions. Oh, don't worry, I'm filming with one hand. Takes a bit of practice. But we'll get there. Okay, let me just scoop that in. So there goes our tomatoes. And you can use, sorry, these are actually onions. You can use any onion of your choice. That's up to you. Now for the love of greens, what I'm doing here is making some space. But first, I need to season it with my tomatoes. That's the tomatoes. It's actually tomato powder. This is what it looks like. About 4 months later. I don't need all this. There's a 5 ml spoon, by the way. Anyway, I'll take it back. That's it. So I used more like less than a quarter because it's a bit concentrated. I hope you saw that video so you're not wondering what things I'm putting in this liver. I had already put a little salt when I was marinating it. So I'll simply taste it towards the end and season if necessary. Okay, then it's time for me to add my greens. I like them whole. I'm going to create a little space. Don't worry about them. In a few seconds they will actually be shrinking. And you see I haven't reduced my heat. And you shouldn't reduce your heat. So the liver as it is right now is ready to be eaten. That actually went right through. You can see, yeah. And the salt is also enough. But now, because we're eating it with some rice, I normally like covering it in my grains. So I'll let this one and they also have their stalks. It adds a very nice crunch. So we'll give it like 2 minutes. The greens will be ready, and now we can serve it. So here we go. The greens have already started shrinking, which means they are done. You don't cook your greens for long because you still need all the nutritional value. If anything, we normally juice them raw with me. Have you seen my juicing video? Make sure to watch that. Let me know which juicing video, by the way, you'd like to see, and I'll make it for you. So we are done, totally done. This will be the serving. The lighting in my house is not doing this liver any justice. It's all golden brown and it's smelling really nice. Anyway, enough of this. Let me switch off and remove them from the heat. So I didn't cover, by the way, after putting my greens. I simply stirred. You stir them, you don't cover, because you don't want them to start sweating. We are not boiling them. Oh, now we are going to overcook them. We are done, we are done. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. And see you in the next one. This is how we switch it off. Right here. And then I switch it off from the power source as well. And we are good. But then I have to remove my plate from the grill because it's still hot, which means it's still cooking. I don't want it to continue cooking. Let me go and get my meat and remove that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll be making your oil soon. Bye bye. Happy Easter, by the way. They didn't wait for the rice. This is how clean the plates are, and this is the picky eater.